The Quiet Journey of Lewis and Clark. A peaceful morning on the Missouri River. Welcome, dear listener. Before we begin, allow yourself to become comfortable. Settle into your favorite place, close your eyes if you wish, and let your breathing become slow and easy. There is nowhere you need to be, and nothing you need to accomplish for the rest of this story. Tonight, we are traveling back more than 200 years to a quieter America. It is a land without highways, without airplanes, and without the constant sounds of modern life. Across this vast landscape stretch endless forests, rolling grasslands, winding rivers, and towering mountains that few people from the eastern United States had ever seen. This is the story of one of the greatest journeys in American history. Not a story of battles or loud excitement. Instead, it is a story of quiet mornings, peaceful rivers, patient exploration, and the simple wonder of discovering a world that seemed almost endless. Our journey begins in the spring of 1804. The first light of dawn slowly appears above the horizon. The sky changes from deep blue to soft shades of lavender, pale orange, and gentle gold. Tiny drops of dew sparkle on the tall grass beside the wide Missouri River, shining like thousands of tiny crystals. A cool breeze moves gently across the water. The river flows with calm confidence, following a path it has traveled for countless generations. Its quiet rhythm becomes the heartbeat of this journey. Along the sandy riverbank rests a collection of wooden boats. Their smooth surfaces reflect the early morning light as though they have been painted with gold. Nearby, a small camp is beginning to wake. A fire, carefully tended through the night, still glows with warm red embers. Thin streams of smoke drift slowly upward before disappearing into the cool morning air. One by one, members of the expedition quietly rise from their blankets. Some stretch their arms toward the brightening sky. Others walk silently to the river to wash their faces in the cool water. No one rushes. There is time for everything. The day begins as gently as the flowing river itself. Soon, two leaders step quietly among the camp. One is Meriwether Lewis. The other is William Clark. Together, they have accepted an extraordinary responsibility. Their mission is simple to describe, but incredibly difficult to complete. They will travel west across lands that remain largely unknown to the young United States, carefully observing rivers, forests, animals, plants, mountains, and the many people who already call these lands home. Every observation matters. Every mile teaches something new. Yet this morning, none of those distant challenges feel important. Instead, everyone simply enjoys the peaceful beginning of another beautiful day. Breakfast is prepared over the small fire. Fresh bread warms beside glowing coals. Simple meals are shared without hurry. The smell of wood smoke mixes with the fresh scent of damp earth and spring leaves. Birdsong slowly fills the forest. Robins greet the sunrise with cheerful melodies. Woodpeckers tap gently against old tree trunks. Far above, a hawk circles quietly through the brightening sky. Nature seems to welcome the travelers. As the sun climbs higher, soft rays of light spread across the wide Missouri River. The water becomes a moving mirror. Clouds drift lazily overhead, reflected perfectly on the calm surface below. For a few peaceful moments, it almost becomes impossible to tell where the sky ends and the river begins. The boats are slowly loaded. Food supplies, scientific instruments, maps, writing journals, blankets, cooking tools. Everything has its place. Nothing is wasted. Before leaving camp, Meriwether Lewis opens a small leather notebook. With careful handwriting, he records the morning weather. The temperature feels cool. The wind is light. The sky is almost perfectly clear. He knows that every detail may become valuable someday. William Clark studies the river ahead. Its gentle curves disappear into forests that stretch beyond the horizon. Somewhere beyond those distant trees lie enormous plains, great mountains, powerful rivers, and eventually an ocean that few Americans have ever seen. Yet there is no sense of fear, only quiet curiosity. The explorers gently push their boats into the water. Wood softly touches the river. Small ripples spread outward in perfect circles. One by one, the boats begin moving with the current. The paddles enter the water slowly. Splash. Pause. Splash. Pause. The rhythm remains steady, almost musical. The expedition drifts farther from the shoreline. Behind them, the morning camp grows smaller until it disappears among the trees. Ahead lies a world filled with peaceful uncertainty. Hours pass gently. The river bends through endless forests. Towering cottonwood trees lean over the water, their green leaves whispering softly whenever the breeze passes through. Bright butterflies dance above patches of wildflowers. Dragonflies skim silently across the river's surface. Sometimes a turtle rests quietly on a fallen log, before slipping gently into the water as the boats pass. White-tailed deer emerge from the trees to drink. They lift their heads for only a moment before calmly returning to the forest. Everything feels balanced. Everything feels peaceful. There are no clocks here. Only sunlight. Only flowing water. Only the steady passage of another beautiful day. As afternoon arrives, warm sunshine spreads across the open prairie. The landscape slowly changes. Dense forests give way to wide grassland stretching toward distant horizons. Tall grasses move like gentle ocean waves beneath the wind. Thousands of tiny flowers bloom in every direction, filling the air with delicate fragrances. The explorers pause their paddling from time to time, simply listening. The wind, the birds, the river. Silence itself becomes part of the journey. As evening slowly approaches, golden sunlight paints the entire landscape with warm colors. Long shadows stretch across the grasslands. The sky slowly changes once again, becoming soft orange, gentle pink, and deep violet. The expedition searches for a peaceful place to spend the night. Soon they discover a quiet bend in the river, where tall trees offer shelter from the wind. The boats are carefully pulled onto the sandy shore. Blankets are unrolled. Cooking fires are prepared. Fresh water is gathered. Dinner is simple, warm, and comforting. As darkness settles across the land, the first stars begin appearing overhead. One star, then another. Soon the entire sky sparkles with countless points of light. Without city lights, the heavens appear brighter than most people today could ever imagine. The Milky Way stretches across the sky like a glowing river of stars. The explorers sit quietly around their small fire. No one speaks very loudly. The peaceful sounds of crickets replace the songs of daytime birds. The Missouri River continues flowing steadily beside the camp, just as it has for thousands of years. Lewis quietly writes another page in his journal. Clark studies tomorrow's route by the fading firelight. Others simply watch the flames dance gently into the cool night air. The fire grows smaller. The stars grow brighter. One by one, the members of the expedition settle into their blankets. The cool evening breeze carries the fresh scent of pine, grass, and clean river water. Somewhere in the distance, an owl calls softly through the darkness. The river never stops flowing. Its gentle sound becomes a quiet lullaby beneath the stars. Tomorrow will bring another peaceful sunrise. Another gentle bend in the river. Another quiet discovery. But for now, there is only stillness. Only the soft whisper of the wind. only the endless stars above. And as the peaceful Missouri River continues its timeless journey through the sleeping landscape, you may find yourself drifting into a deep, calm, and restful sleep. Good night.